fine spirits and provisions for another wine time. So, today we're going through one of my favorites. Now, when I tell you one of my favorites, I found this wine back probably about 2 years or so ago. One of my buddies down in Florida brought it to the hotel I was running the beverage program at, and I tasted it, fell in love immediately, and have been carrying it at that hotel for the entire time. And then when I first moved up here, it was one of the first wines I was looking for the store. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was searching high and low. None of the main big distributors carried it. So what I did is I finally went to their website and looked up where they actually have it distributed in Connecticut. So I found it, and I found this one person down in Stamford who's distributing this, and this is pretty much all he carries. It's one of the only wines that I get from him, but it is one of my favorites. This is called Halter Ranch. It's CDP, which stands for Cote de Paso, which they're trying to do a little play on words for the Cote du Rhone. So it is a Rhone varietal blend. It is Grenache, Mourvedre, Syrah, and Tannat. So it's going to be 62% Grenache, 17% Mourvedre, 11% Syrah, and 10% Tannat. So when you're drinking this, you're going to be thinking Cote du Rhone, you're going to be thinking Chateauneuf du Pape, and it's going to have that type of qualities to it. But the difference is this is going to be in Paso Robles, California. So what Paso Robles is known for is having bright fruit, good acidity, because it's a really warm climate. It's very similar to Rhone, which is they kind of sit on the parallel together. So the grapes grow well there as well. The temperature really brings the heat, which helps the sugars concentrate, which makes a really nice wine out of it also. Now, some of the differences you're going to have is obviously between the soil between California and France. It's rockier over in France, so you have the vines tend to struggle a little bit more. So you're going to have more of those tannins to it. It's going to be a little bigger, and French wine, those old world dusty tannins, they're always just what you kind of grow to love from them. And what we grow to love is our bright fruit, nice acidity, and that's what we like in more of our American style wines. So to have this French varietals grown here really makes it into a cool wine. So this is going to be, let's give her a little sniff on the nose here. So you get some nice dried strawberry coming through, a little bit of rose petals. You can tell that this is going to be nice and juicy. Yes, that's fantastic. That's absolutely delicious. So what we're gonna let's break it down here. Let's break it down like a fraction. You know what I'm saying? So the Grenache up front, that is going to bring you that bright fruit that you really like. It makes the wine nice and juicy. So it's 62% Grenache, so you're going to have a lot of that fruit. Then we go down to the 17% on the Mourvedre. So the Mourvedre is going to add a little bit of that spice notes. Got a little bit of that peppery, a little bit of cinnamon, kind of that bacon spice comes through, which really brings that nice flavor. It elevates it. 11% Syrah. So that's going to bring you to the mid palate. So the Syrah is going to really kind of bring it all together. Adds a little bit more weight because of that thick-skinned grape, and that kind of adds, it sets everything up for the finish, which is going to be brought to you by the Tannat. So the Tannat is mostly used as a blending grape. I do carry one wine that's from Uruguay that's 100% Tannat, which is really cool. But the Tannat is a thick-skinned, dark-colored grape, so it's going to bring a lot of that intensity to this wine. A lot of color, more of the tannin structures, and a lot of the acidity. That kind of wraps it all up. So this is going to be, it's a really solid wine, but it drinks light. It doesn't drink like a heavy Chateauneuf du Pape where you're going to need something big to cut through it. This is light, elegant. It's a little more delicate. So this would be good with like duck, quail, pork, stuff like that. It's just a really beautiful wine. It's perfect in my opinion. And the other thing is, it's from California, so it's American. So it drinks more like an American style wine, but they're trying to do some of the French techniques to it. It does sit in new and neutral French oak for 16 months, so you're getting a great flavor on that. There we go, Halter Ranch. And honestly, this wine drinks. To me, this is a perfect wine for your Friday, Saturday night. This one is one that you bring home. We're gonna normally I do a whiskey Wednesday, but I've been doing that for so long. I want to do a wine down Wednesday. We're gonna have a fun time today. This is typically on the shelf for $30.99, and I'm gonna do it for you guys today for $25.99. Just because I like you, you're all good, and I think everybody needs to try this. I'm the only person in the area carrying this wine, so I think I'm the only person in the area that knows about this wine. It's completely undervalued, underappreciated, and not well known. But that's what I like to find. I like to find these gems, these diamonds in the rough, these beautiful, beautiful wines. Huh? So come on down, give us a shout. I have it open. It's Corrigan. We could taste it. We could talk about it. We could have some fun. That's what we're going to try and do all day today. It's beautiful. It's 71 degrees. Let's get out. Let's have some wine, all right? We'll see you all soon, all right? Have a good one.